Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the GoPro Hero 10 Bones camera, which is designed specifically for an FPV drone which can weigh anything as low as 180 grams. And you know, the FPV community can be quite critical at times, but the reaction to this one, yeah, open arms. Stay tuned. Hello, thank you for clicking on this video, and before we get started I would just like to note I am very near the 200 subscribers mark, which is quite exciting considering I only reached 100 subs in 2 months, so yeah, thank you. So please like and subscribe for more content like this. So, the GoPro Hero 10 Bones camera, it's essentially the GoPro Hero 10 except GoPro have chewed it up, ate the meat and spat the bones back out. So here we are. It looks like that. It looks like Skeletor. It's just, oh, I just love the look of it. The specs are exactly the same as the GoPro Hero 10. That's what I mean by chewing up the meat. Battery, nah, we don't need it. Just not even a big screen. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. The GoPro Hero 10 Bones camera can record the exact same way as the GoPro Hero 10 can. 5.3K at 60 frames, 4K at 120 frames, or 2.7K at 240 frames. The only difference is that the GoPro Hero 10 Bones camera weighs 54 grams and the Hero 10 weighs 153 grams. They've essentially shredded 100 grams off this camera, which is incredible. But I mean, the way they've designed this camera is so you don't have to do all the fiddly bits if you were wanting to fly this as an FPV camera. What I mean by that is, as you can see in one of my previous videos, or there, whatever it is, you don't have to turn the GPS off because it doesn't have GPS on it. All the settings are already set for you. The only thing that's different is that you can fly it in hypersmooth as well and have real steady with it, which is something you can't do with this camera here. And another exciting thing that comes with this camera is real steady, which doesn't come with this one. So although you're not just paying for the camera, it comes with Real Steady, which comes at £100 as well, or £99. It includes the player with Real Steady, which is quite a new feature to GoPro. It comes with a GP2 processor. I mean, I don't have to keep, do I need to go on? It's the exact same as the GoPro Hero 10 except it's lighter. It doesn't have a battery because you need to plug it into the FPV drone. One thing I found quite funny from the website is that it says you can take 19.6 megapixel photos, and I thought, why on earth would you want to take a photo on an FPV drone? Well, that's where my dyslexia kind of got the better of me, and that's from a screenshot from it. So if you're looking at it back on your phone, you can do a screen grab and it's 19.6 megapixels. And that is a bit of a game changer because you don't fly an FPV drone intending to take a photo. So, I mean, you look at that of the Burj Khalifa, I mean, if you're allowed to fly there and you get the opportunity, then that's not a bad thing. The design of the camera is so slick, like I am really impressed with it. I love the blue, right, and I know I keep saying this, but it just looks so good. I'm really impressed with the camera and the design of it. It really does look like a Skeletor type. It is so minimal, it's literally just as you need to fly it. You stick it on, it's got the little mount there, SD cards, have a cover. It is just perfect the way I see it. One thing I think GoPro have done well is that I think they've actually listened to the FPV community. I think when they maybe released this, they thought this might be the answers to the FPV world, but I mean, it weighs 153 grams, and you know, you've got those really light flying drones which can weigh up to 180 grams, and it's nearly double the weight. So hats off to them for absolutely stripping back on bare minimum of what you need to fly a drone with a camera on top of it, because they've still managed to keep all the quality in the camera. So I mean, in hindsight, maybe they should have released it at the same time. I mean, they cost more or less the same. I mean, I don't know, it's not that much cheaper, but I mean, it's intended for an FPV flyer and it's an action camera, so I really think they've dipped into a very good market here, and this thing's just going to fall off the shelves. And if you have the GoPro subscription, you get $150 off it, which if you watch this channel quite frequently, you'll know the GoPro subscription is not a bad thing, it's quite a good thing actually, with reliability. If they have a no questions asked policy, if your camera breaks, they'll send it back and replace it. I've got a video coming shortly of that, a few things I'm doing just now, which is fantastic. I suppose this raises the question for what happens next with DJI, because you know, they're the leading drone manufacturers and they've got the FPV out as well, which we all know the camera's shocking on it, and people have been sticking their own GoPros on top of it, because when you render it through RealSteady, we all know how it looks fantastic, the footage. However, they've got an FPV Mini coming out later this year, going by the rumours, and you know, I'm sure they don't want to see photos of this camera sitting on top of their drones, so they've got a really tough job coming up, trying to come up with a quality which almost replicates, if not does a better job than GoPros, because if not, then they're going to be a fish out the water. I think it's a really tough one, because GoPro, they had the Karma drone, which was not successful at all. They tried it, didn't work, but now they have still stayed in that market, and they've had RealSteady, which looks fantastic, we all know. Now they've got the camera to go with it, and yeah, I think they've nailed the market really well, and I think DJI have a tough job in their hands to try to come up with something quite special. I mean, we think it's the DJI Mini, and I doubt you're going to be able to plug one of these in the back of it, that's for sure, considering we've spoken about the camera in the past. So yeah, so this could be a very patient time. I mean, I'm sitting here not an FPV pilot, right? This coming out today, like, got my heart going, because I thought, wow, you know, I am on the cusp of wanting to invest more time into flying manual and getting to DJI fly, sorry, not DJI flying, and getting into FPV flying. I mean, I've got the drone, but I want the lighter ones where you really can just fly it through them small gaps. It doesn't have the bulk. I just want to invest my time. When I saw this today, I thought, oh, this is too tempting. So now I'm sitting on the fence, whether when the new FPV comes out, do I go for that? I don't know, because with this camera, I know what you get with it, and at the end of the day, it's how the footage looks and the reliability of the drone. And you get all these drones out there which are really light, which are, if you bump them, they don't matter. I mean, I don't know, I'm now really sitting on a fence with this one. It kind of feels like last year when it was between the DJI Osmo Action 2 camera and the GoPro Hero 10 Black. So yeah, I think DJI will be watching this with curiosity and maybe food for thought of how they're going to design this new drone, which is quite interesting. Or, you know, maybe they'll make it so the Osmo Action 2 can sit on top of it. I had no idea, because they don't have a software that can do as good a job as GoPro. They don't even have a software that can do that. GoPro are just annihilating that just now. I had to comment on Johnny Helm's video today, because he's obviously using the camera just now, and it starts off with a very cinematic shot, and then it just lands in his hand and it just turns into a vlog. I thought, that is so smart, and it is just another creative element that you can do with the GoPro. They've just opened another door, albeit it's a different camera, but it is still so good. Like, for me, that was just like the door to having a creative edge to it. It was so good, I had to comment that on it. It was literally within a minute of watching it, and I thought, yeah, that is so cool, and you have just opened the door to a new level. Like, that was just a different level of FPV footage, you know. So this video really was just a rant to get my excitement out of the way for the new Hero 10 Bones camera. I think it's a great addition. It'll be exciting to see what footage people get out of it now. Maybe the Hero 10 was a limitation because of the weight of it. I'm looking forward to seeing more videos of it on YouTube. I'm looking forward to seeing what DJI comes out with it. This is a completely different video to what I do. I mean, I was close not to doing this video because I'm not into too much speculation. I'm not into giving speculation chat and all that. This is almost like a review, but I don't have the camera. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but I felt like I had to say something because it is exciting and it's just changed the FPV world, I guess. So yeah, I felt like I had to get out there. If you did like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and you know, if you're a FPV enthusiast yourself, let me know if I'm speaking rubbish or if I speak a bit of truth. Thanks for watching. I've got plenty of content in the bag, so yeah, stay tuned. See you later.